What's up, guys? So we are finally back with another podcast. I know you guys have been waiting a long time for some podcasting. I had to get some more people. I had to rein them in. I had to coax them in with candy and such, get them in the van, and then get them over here. And hopefully we get a good one. I have Daebol. I'm pretty sure I said that right. Travis. With us today. We're going to ask him some questions about Twitch, about what he's been doing with his business of being on Twitch, and I'm going to throw it to him.
I wish you had said that there was something. I just said yes without any negotiation. I feel like I missed out now.
We're gonna send you a care package of candy. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes. All right, cool. So what do I just say who I am and what I do?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So hi, I'm Travis. On the internet, sometimes known as Daebol. I do a few things. So the least important, I do stream on twitch.tv/Daebol. There you will sometimes find games. Sometimes like Mondays, tonight, actually, not tonight for anybody listening, but on Mondays, we do what we call bracket breakdown. Do like bracket power ranking of things and argue about stuff.
Yep.
And then sometimes games, sometimes just dumb things like shading and clipping my nails. It legitimately has happened. And doing ASMR readings of Hello Kitty forums. And then I also, I am the stream team manager for a stream team called The Sovereignty. It's largely used to be an Elite Dangerous team. It's now kind of growing out into Warframe, into Final Fantasy 14 and things like that. And just a big group of streamers that are all fantastic, high-end stuff. And I also started a company, business partner, called Bottle Spark, which helps influencers as a whole. So this is streamers, Instagrammers, podcasters, YouTubers, all of it, connect with advertisers. It's one of the things that creative types really struggle with is the business side of things. We want to see Twitch grow, especially. That's how it got started, but it's moving outside of there too. And wanted to be a company that could understand from the core side of what the content creators are actually doing and how best to integrate with the advertisers, not the other way around, which is how a lot of companies work. So yeah, that's what we do. We help your favorite content creators actually make it their living, so they don't have to do their day job anymore.
I like it. All right, so really quick, how did you get your name? Like, is a background story to it, or is it just like you picked up a random name?
There is a little bit of background. So it started in high school as Deadbolt. Deadbolt is my favorite Thrice song.
Okay.
And I thought it's just like a cool name for Halo. Mm-hmm. So that's how I got started. I was using Deadbolt. Okay. And then the problem with Deadbolt and a word like that is that it's very common. So a lot of people get to use that name on online registration things before you get to it.
Absolutely.
So I moved around a bunch of different things. When I first played, I think it was Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, I needed a name. And so I was like, well, I like Deadbolt, but that's a ridiculous name for a Khajiit. So I needed to like fantasyify it.
Yeah.
And so I moved some letters around, took out a T, and we have Daebol. And it's good. It sticks. It's 6 letters, which if you ever wanted to buy a website, you can find one that's only 6letters.com. That's fucking amazing. And nobody had it anywhere else.
Oh, nice.
So it's stuck ever since. Although I'm starting to kind of use it less and less to just use my first name because it's also fortunately not that common.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in life, I think I've only met about 4 Travises in my entire 26 years of being on this earth, and that's crazy because it's not like I feel like it should be more of a common name, but it's not, I guess not.
Well, I don't want it to be because then I can't pull off I can't be Cher or anything like that. I can just be Travis right now, and in certain circles it works.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so. I'm gonna ask you a question about your brackets because I pulled up your Disney bracket. I'm a little miffed at your Disney bracket. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't there for this, and now that I'm like I originally found you on Twitter, and that was because your Twitter rants, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. but I'm gonna talk about your bracket real quick because I am a huge fan of Lion King.
Okay.
How did Beauty and the Beast beat Lion King? What is this?
All right. So if it makes you feel any better, that conversation was 30 minutes on just that one. The whole bracket took 4 hours.
Okay.
So nothing, very few things were just swept under the rug there. Mm-hmm. ultimately, here's legitimately how it got. Like we compared voice acting casts, we compared soundtrack, literally track by track, like how many amazing songs from both, and it's pretty much even.
Yeah.
We compared everything. The only reason I picked Beauty and the Beast, this is the only difference I could find, was Beauty and the Beast came out in like 91 or so, I want to say, and Lion King came out in like 94.
Yeah.
The animation in Beauty and the Beast overall is just as good as the Lion King's, but they also actually used one of the first times we saw 3D animation.
In Beauty and the Beast?
In Beauty and the Beast. In the ballroom scene, the big chandelier was not hand-drawn. It was computer-generated, largely. Or at least the animation was involved there. So it was one of the first times. That came out before Lion King, and Lion King didn't innovate further.
Gotcha.
That's the only reason I picked Beauty and the Beast ahead of it. The other thing was I knew either one was going to lose to WALL-E anyway.
And see, here's my other thing is like, I personally feel that Toy Story 3 should have beat WALL-E, and that's my own personal opinion. And I'm going to pop up the bracket so people can see it during this podcast. But I liked WALL-E a lot. But Toy Story 3, I felt like it tugged my heartstrings so hard that I wanted to cry.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's why I'm like, WALL-E is good, but like, I feel Toy Story 3 is just a little bit better, in my opinion.
So again, they're very similar. They're very even for me. Toy Story 3 had a very a lot of people say, like when I say I cried like a baby during it, I don't, spoiler alert for 2008's Toy Story 3, whatever it is. But like, the very scene at the end where Andy's playing with the toys one last time. Yeah. That's what got me. Not the scene where they're all accepting their death, which I think was incredible storytelling from Pixar. But it's that last scene. I had a Buzz doll growing up. I had Woody. I had the Green Army Man that was branded Toy Story. I had a Rex, I think. And I remember very clearly the day that my stepmom came in the room and said, "Hey, you don't touch your toys anymore. Bag them all up. We're taking it to Goodwill."
Yeah.
And I remember I took an hour or so to play with all of them one last time.
Yeah.
And so that was straight out of my childhood.
You're like, no.
I saw it 3 times in theaters and ugly cried every single time. And not even just during the scene, like through the credits, I had to sit there. There's no stinger for Toy Story 4 in that. Like, I know this, but I'm still sitting through the credits just to compose myself to go face public.
Yes.
And so that was great. But WALL-E I teared up, right? WALL-E didn't make me cry. But what WALL-E does is it manages to get you to care about these characters without saying a word.
Yeah.
And I think that's incredible. That's just such a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, WALL-E legitimately got me to care about environmentalism and my impact on the planet.
Yeah, I like that.
And that's one of the reasons why I gave it to WALL-E over Toy Story 3. They're both incredibly emotional. There's certain parts of Toy Story 3 I don't remember. Like the storyline is good, but it's not amazing. I remember every scene for scene WALL-E.
WALL-E.
It just sticks to me for some reason, and I cannot figure out why. Yeah. But I stand by my choice. Don't worry. Literally everyone yells at me for that bracket. I had larger streamers see my bracket, stop what they were doing, and come into my chat to say, "I'm doing my community Overwatch night, but I can't just let you do this. Yours is all wrong." I love it. And that's what I love about doing something weird like this. It's not something you see on Twitch very much, but it promotes arguing. And I think that most streamers want to avoid arguing as much as possible. But this is something lighthearted. This is something that it's emotional to everybody. And I love seeing everyone's stuff and rankings. We did 1990s American cartoons last week.
Okay.
I'm surprised that one didn't take 4 hours. It was a bit of a bloodbath at the time. You had to choose between Batman the Animated Series and Animaniacs, and how do you do that? How do you do that?
That's because Animaniacs is everything.
But Batman was better, so it won.
Okay, all right.
But it's super great to just have a bunch of different people really argue things that don't really matter, but they're incredibly passionate about.
Absolutely.
I love it, and so it's so much fun. It's been a blast, and people yell at me constantly when I post the bracket. They yell at me during the breakdown. They yell at me afterwards, and I fucking love it. It's so much fun.
How did you come up with that idea to start that up?
It was an accident. Almost everything I do is a complete accident. I stumbled into life.
Yeah.
So the Disney Pixar bracket was going around Twitter that day.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, it's a Monday. I'm like, I don't really know what I want to stream today, but I know I want to stream. I was like, I'll probably just do some Overwatch. And that's fine. I love Overwatch. And then I see this bracket, and I have a bit of a propensity to just break off into tangents and do ridiculous things.
Yeah.
Like again, the ASMR reading of Hello Kitty forum posts.
Yeah.
Came from I was playing Rocket League and just got distracted and spent 2 hours doing that.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pull up Photoshop. Let's just run through this bracket real quick and maybe talk to Chad about it as we do it, and then we'll jump into Overwatch. I thought it was gonna take an hour. Never got to Overwatch that stream. I had people in Discord voice with me, like arguing with each other, talking about it with me. I had my girlfriend in the house yelling at me, saying she was going to break up with me if I chose like Beauty and the Beast over something else. It was a visceral, and I was like, this is great. Like, I don't see anybody else on Twitch doing this.
Yeah.
And I always look to do things just new and different that I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
And there's similar other shows out there. There's some great ones. A shout out, for example, to like Movie Fights on YouTube is great. They actually get people from within the film industry to come in. Like, you have to like, which one's better, Back to the Future or whatever other similar thing, and they have to argue their points. So this is kind of like that on a bit of a bigger, grander scale. And I get to cover all kinds of topics. Tonight we're doing snacks.
Okay.
I've already been yelled at that there's things missing on the snack list. And I posted that like a couple hours ago. And multiple people on Discord and Twitter are yelling at me. I didn't make this bracket, so it's not my fault. I just found this one. So I'm sure this one's going to be another fun one. But yeah, it's fun. It's different. It's weird, but I stumbled into it and it worked. And that's something I very much believe in, taking this to a broader context. That if you find something that works, even if it's ridiculous and silly and wasn't what you meant to do, if it works, you just go with it. And so I'm not going to argue. It's what people like. So cool. I'll keep doing it.
I agree with that. And it's like what ends up happening is people are like, oh, what is this? Like, this is a really ridiculous. I've seen streamers who will like IRL stream like from their tub and like read books.
Shout out to Gage Ziegman one time.
Yeah, that's my boy Gage out there reading from a freaking book in his tub, and I'm like, now I don't know if you could do that because of the new TOS, but
I think you could. He wasn't doing anything wrong. He's in a suit. He was clothed.
Yeah, take it as you will. I mean, seriously. Mm-hmm. I would say I'm looking over this Munch Madness. I want to say my personal, if I think it's gonna win. These are like really good ones too. I'm all about the Doritos, to be honest with you, but if you're going for everything all together, that's hard. That's a hard one.
Yeah, it's tough, and like it makes you think about things. And it's like makes you put way too much thought and effort into things that just don't matter.
Yeah,
because you're always going to make a different decision on a different day. By the way, I think Cheez-Its is going to win my bracket if I had to guess, but I haven't looked through it thoroughly.
That's that. If I was going to put those head to head, yeah.
The worst thing is this got sent to me a few weeks ago. Last week I started the keto diet, so I basically can't have anything on this list. And so I'm going to spend at least an hour breaking down a thing where there's one. I think I can have Slim Jims, and that's about it. And I get to spend this whole time thinking about food that I've been craving over the last week.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I deserve it.
How's the keto diet going for you?
It's tough, man. It's restrictive, but I've lost like 10 pounds in a week.
Nice.
I don't expect that to keep up, but it definitely helps with something like this, like having somebody around that likes to cook, because I don't.
Yeah,
that was my problem before. I tried it before, and like I did like the whole meal prep for a week thing. Yeah, and I wanted to kill myself because food I love.
Yeah,
and so like keto's really great because there's it's meat, cheese, and vegetables, and a few other things, and that's like those are all great. So it's not super restrictive like some of these other diets where you feel like you're missing out, but no potatoes and no bread.
Yeah, that's hard.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting used to it, but it sucks sometimes. And like go to the movie theater, can't have popcorn.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I don't go to the movie theater without getting popcorn.
Yeah, it's
so I have to do that. Like I'm like sneaking in a bag of peanuts. It's like, really? This is what I get? This is my treat. But it's good. I mean, the results are good, and I feel really good. having like started to do this. Like I already feel the benefits a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody, but if you can do it, like go all in.
Yeah, I stopped drinking pop, Monster, and like anything energy drink related for I think it's been a year and a half or almost 2 years now. And within the first month of me stopping drinking pop, I dropped like 10 pounds. Like it was just off the bat. And then from that, I think I dropped 40 altogether just from not drinking pop.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. But at the same time, I'm like, holy shit. Like, is that how much I've been drinking? Like, that's what it was. It was almost an eye opener. Like, holy crap, I probably shouldn't be drinking pop anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
I did a similar thing. So like this year I started doing no fast food.
Yeah.
My caveat there is if I'm traveling and I have no choice.
Yeah.
So like this week I drove from California, or not this week, this past month I drove from California back home to Florida.
Okay.
And so I had to do some fast food there because I didn't have choices at times. But beyond that, I haven't done anything. And like my diet, like I treated my body terribly. So it was like fast food every day.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how much I miss a McDonald's breakfast sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit right now. But I haven't had one in like 4 months.
Yeah.
And that already made me feel better, but I was still eating like crap otherwise, so I wasn't losing weight. So now it's like I feel even better, and I'm happen to be losing weight to have less double chin when on a camera to be self-conscious about.
I look like that's why I rock the full beard. Keeps my double chin down.
I try so hard. I just literally cannot do that.
But so okay, we're gonna jump into some topics I got. I want to ask, how did you start streaming? Like for me, it was I saw people streaming. My brother's like, you should try this, and I was like, I mean, I guess I don't know what to do. I didn't really have a computer at the time, and then I bought a computer with I think it was my tax return, and I was just like, I guess I'll start. Like that was it, and then I started playing with it, and you know, I got a couple people in, then I got a donation. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. Like I don't know what to do with this, but this is kind of cool. And then it became like my only way to relax at night, basically. What was your whole start to streaming?
So my first introduction to Twitch came a while before I streamed first. It was one of the first, I think it was SGDQ, Summer Games Done, or AGDQ. It's Awesome Games Done Quick. Just a speed run marathon for charity they do every year. And I remember it was Siglemic running Super Mario 64 70-star speed run. And I saw a Reddit post that was, guy is working to complete Super Mario 64 in like 50 minutes. I was like, okay, I'll watch a little bit of that. That seems cool. I ended up watching the whole run and then a bunch of other stuff. And that got me to start on Twitch. And then I found League of Legends, which is the game I was obsessed with. I didn't play almost anything else other than League of Legends for like 5 years.
Okay.
When it first came out. And so I started watching some streamers on there. And I just watched for a little while. And I fell out of it again. And I got back into it. But I really got into Twitch. I was actually like your brother for a little bit. So I started working at a company, met a dude by the name of Daniel. Super nice guy. And I was like watching Twitch a lot at that point. That was like how I was getting through the day of work. And he had never seen it. So he's like, what is this? I'm like, oh, it's a thing where you can watch a lot of esports stuff, but they're also just people playing games and being ridiculous and having an audience, all that kind of stuff. And he'd never heard of it. I talked to him about it. And this guy was loud. This guy was boisterous. Like the office got annoyed with him sometimes because he was so loud, but like he was always like up in energy. And I was like, dude, maybe you should try this. Like maybe you should think about doing this. That guy's Daniel the Demon. Okay. So I spent 6 months plus, like, you know, we were learning Twitch together, like, you know, looking at his game choice, like all that kind of stuff, and doing that. And then he was like, why are you not streaming? I was like, I don't really know. So then I started to and did it for a little bit. I stopped just because my schedule at work and my life circumstances I could stream 2 days a week max. Yeah. And that prevented me from doing everything else during my days off. So I was like, well, I'm going to go to the YouTube side. And I made YouTube for a little while and had a lot of fun, learned a lot of stuff doing that for about another 6 months. And then life circumstances changed again. I had a lot more time and just went all in on streaming and doing different things. And I haven't really stopped much since. It's still not like my major priority out of all the things that I do. But yeah, I mean, it's become a way to get the weird creative ideas out of my head.
Absolutely.
That's why I do the weird stuff I do on my stream, because it's always existed here. I've just never had a proper outlet for it.
Absolutely.
And a lot of it does rely on being live and having people to interact with to make it happen. So I couldn't do it on YouTube. I had to do other things, rants and stuff like that,
Yeah.
Which I love doing too. But these weird ideas, like doing a telepathic stream where I used speech to text or like typing to text.
Mm-hmm.
I had a camera loop playing for 2 hours. And I said I had gotten a special access to a telepathic camera that could read my mind and say what I was thinking. So I just typed a chat through Google Translate's voice text to respond to him, and was insistent that this was what was happening. I'm like that's like a weird, stupid idea, but like people were eating it up, and like they tried to ask me questions to flip it up, like, you know, doing weird things with that. You know, it's just like a way of getting it out. And now, like, I'm addicted. I'm constantly thinking of things, and I have a bunch of ideas on that I won't be able to do because I don't have the time to invest into them, or I don't have the tech to do it yet, or I would need a team. But I still write them down and think about them, because like it's such a fun thing to like, what is the next thing that we can do? Like, what's the next weird thing I can show? What's the next strange story I can tell in an interactive live way? Like, there's just nothing like it on the internet. And that's why it's so addictive, is that even if you're just streaming games, like, you never know what's going to happen. Like, you never know when you get that weird bug in PUBG that sends your dude across the map when you kill.
Yeah.
And you just all laugh hysterically for 10 minutes about it. And there's no way I can quit it. I'm absolutely in love with the platform.
Yeah, and I feel like it's kind of like chasing the dragon. Like you get to a point, you're like, oh, I got 10 people in chat, and they're all chatting, and they're all having fun, and we're all having fun. Let's try to get 20. Let's try to get 20 people in chat, and then you get 20 people in chat. You're like, oh shit, like this is getting serious now. And then and then it builds and builds and builds, and then you become an affiliate or a partner streamer. And when you become a partner streamer, I feel like it's not for most people that's like the top of the food chain, but it's not, because you're still the lowest point. You still have a place to climb to. Like, there's always, I always feel like there's always a higher peak that you can reach, even if you don't think it yet. Give it like a month, you're gonna get bored with just being partner. You're gonna want to be, I want to be a partner who's also got brand deals that I can work with people, and I can share my influence that way and stuff like that. And I feel like people see it as a quick buck, or stuff like that. The people that come into the streaming and Twitch, I feel, has started to blow up, but it's not at the point of like everyone knows it, because you can go to your grandmother and say, yeah, go to YouTube, and they'll be like, oh, YouTube, okay, I got you. Mm-hmm. When your grandmother's like, yeah, I saw something on Twitch, that's a indication that you need to be on it. Like,
yeah, it's not even close. So a couple of things that I think I really agree with that I wrote up on it. So I talk a lot about people, like I'm really analytical on a macro scale. So I look at Twitch as a whole better than I look at one streamer and what they can do. I'm pretty good at that, but I like looking at the bigger picture. And so when I see people that are like, their goal is partnership, long term, I don't think they're going to be successful necessarily.
Right.
Because I see so many people that finally boost themselves a partner, right? Great job, incredible achievement. You've done something remarkable.
Yeah.
And then they do that initial partner hype, and then they coast from there. I know affiliates making way more money off of their stream than partners.
Yeah.
Because they're hungrier about it. They're smarter about what they're doing. And they're a lot more tactical on things. Like, obviously, yes, if you're a hobbyist and you just do it for fun, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Go do your hobby in exactly the way you want to do it. And if you get some success, great. If not, you've still done something that puts you leagues ahead of everyone else.
Absolutely.
But for the people that want to take it more seriously and make it a job because it's becoming a viable career, I see those people and like, partnerships are goal. And I'm like, that's small.
Yeah.
Like, that's not, it's especially now, like it used to be 500 viewers, right? That is hard as fuck to get, and it still is. It takes years to get to that level unless you are doing something so ridiculously underrepresented and so needed in the marketplace. I look at like a Kit Boga, for example, is amazing. Like, if you guys don't know Kit Boga, he does scam baiting. So he calls
I know this.
Scam tech support and scam IRS people that are just trying to take money from you. He went from nothing to now getting regularly 13,000 people watching him in the span of a few months.
Yeah.
Because he's doing something so different. He's so good at it. And it's so engaging what he does.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it. Nobody's coming anywhere close. And even if they try to do the same thing, a more naturally entertaining person, because Kit Moga is, like I've talked to him a couple of times, he's just a dude. Like, he's just a tech guy.
Yeah.
He just happens to be kind of naturally funny and naturally kind of a music talent. But if you took a comedian and put him the exact same thing, they would not do anywhere near what he does.
Right.
Because it's the whole package, right? He sees it and he gets it. That's what you want to, like, that's what you start, that's a goal.
Yeah.
Like, that's where you can start to really make it your career if you want to. Or make it something very serious if you don't want to make a career, make a huge impact in a different way. Mm-hmm. The other thing I do want to say, so Ninja Drake's stream.
Yeah.
Changed everything.
Yes.
I can't say everything that I know to prove that, but trust me. But the some things that I can say is that you are starting to see celebrities tweet about Fortnite and Twitch more.
Yep.
It's in the news regularly more, and it's not as much asked, what is this? But the thing is, so he set the record that night for the most concurrent viewers of watching a single person stream, not an esports thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
637,000 viewers.
Yeah.
Staggering.
Right.
2 weeks later, it got beaten.
Yeah.
And most people haven't heard that.
Who was it that beat it, though?
It was a group of largely Spanish YouTube gamers.
Okay.
They had 1.1 million concurrent viewers on a YouTube live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody talked about it. Because one, no celebrity.
Right.
Two, nobody watches YouTube streams.
No.
It took a group of 100 of them to do it, by the way. It's an incredible achievement. They should all feel immensely proud and reap benefits for years because of it.
Absolutely.
But still nobody talks about it because YouTube is, one, the creator unfriendly platform now, and two, it's there for videos, not live streams. If you think live stream now, you don't think anything else. You don't even think Periscope anymore. You think Twitch.
Yeah.
And more mainstream entities are going to start to look at it as a viable content strategy.
Yeah. Well, and this is there's a lot of people that originally were on Vine, went from Vine and got a huge ass following, like the Logan Pauls and the Jake Pauls and all of them, moved to YouTube. Once Vine died, they sucked the marrow from the bone of Vine and moved to YouTube.
Killed it.
and now they're sitting on YouTube and they're waiting and they're seeing this shit go down where Twitch is now a thing and Twitch is a huge thing. And right after the Drake Ninja stream, people from YouTube were moving to Twitch, and they were like, "Hey, I have a Twitch stream going up," and people are trying to now move into the territory of being on Twitch. But here's the thing: is there's a difference between having 10,000 followers that will jump on and watch you stream and whatever, and then there's people that are actually like really there, invested, been there for years and years and years and years. On these Twitch streams. I don't mind if someone like Logan Paul comes to Twitch, because those people that are on his stream, and I thought about this originally. I was like, I don't like this idea, because his people are somewhat toxic, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But when those people are not watching his stream, what are they doing? They're either A, not on Twitch, or B, they're floating around Twitch trying to find other shit. The other people to look at and to watch. And you could take those kind of people and mold them to what you want. If you're going to be in my chat, you have to be like this. If not, then see you later. And some people will be offended and not want it, and some people will be okay with it, and they'll just do whatever, and they'll hang out with you in chat. I've had people come and try to spam me, and then I'm just like, hey, you could just hang out and chat, and like you could spam me, but just hang out and chat and hang out and do whatever. And they'll be like, oh, okay. Like they don't, they stop being a troll and they just start being a watcher, and like it's okay.
Yeah,
I like it. I like seeing people move over. I'm just hoping it's for the right reasons. That's all.
Well, here's the thing. I get that from like a cultural standpoint.
Yeah.
You don't need to care about the reasons, because ultimately there's a phrase, the rising tide lifts all boats.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Slight addendum there, sinks some. The people that can't handle changes to the platform and changes to community and how things work will quit.
Yeah.
They were never going to make it anyway, so I don't really care about them.
Right.
Brutal honest. This is cold business talk.
Understandable.
So, but when you have Jake Paul doing it, you have other members of Team 10, his group. I will never watch their content.
No.
I'm not interested in it at all. It's amazing for the platform, because with Jake Paul comes not only his audience, which you could say you don't like this audience, whether or not it's still people.
Yeah.
But also comes companies, attention.
Yes.
Right. He is a trendsetter, whether you like it or not. He's a trendsetter.
Yeah.
And he's not dumb. Like, neither is his brother. Neither of any of those guys. Their execution on merchandise, you can say it's shitty. You can say it's kind of scummy.
Yeah. But it works.
But it works.
Yeah.
So instead of saying fuck Jake Paul, Twitch shouldn't even allow him on here, that's some thought police PC nonsense. I don't buy into it.
Yeah.
Instead, you should be looking at Logan Paul and Jake Paul, and you should say, what can I learn from that?
Yeah.
You can learn what not to be. You cannot stream dead bodies, and that's a good thing to learn. Good job, right?
Don't tase rats.
You cannot stream yourself being just a genuinely terrible, obnoxious person.
Yes.
That's great. But, all right, what's he doing that's working? What's he doing? What is he doing that works? Why is he smart? The one thing that I think these YouTubers are going to struggle with a little bit, the smaller ones, is there's no algorithm to mess around with on Twitch.
Absolutely.
And this is one thing I see a lot on Twitter. I see a lot of people complain, oh, Twitch should be helping with discovery, blah, blah, blah. I never want Twitch to help with discovery.
No,
the only thing I want them doing is front page.
Mm-hmm.
Because you ask anybody that's started on YouTube, it's infinitely harder to get a start on YouTube than it is Twitch. And it's not because of the number of people on the platform. That doesn't help.
Yeah.
But it's because you're not only fighting those other people, you're fighting a system that's ever changing, they never tell you about, and you've got to figure it out the hard way.
Absolutely.
Twitch is so simple. It's just have people watch.
Yeah.
It's so simple. I think there's some things they might be able to do. I think that they should by default include communities in the directory with the games.
Yeah.
There's some things they can do like that.
Yeah.
But I want them hands off as much as possible.
Yeah.
YouTubers are going to struggle with that because they're going to be looking for what they can do to game things to get that increased growth.
Yes.
And there's nothing there. It's you live and die by your content. So if they're not doing good streams, nobody's going to care.
Yeah.
I think that's great. So a lot of these YouTubers are going to come over, they're going to fail.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are going to come over and succeed. H3 has done it great with their podcast.
Yes.
They're doing an amazing podcast with Twitch. Jack's Films is starting to do some things. There's a lot of stuff that's happening, and I think people that are concerned. I think you're little chicken little.
Yeah.
The sky is not falling. In fact, it's getting better because of this.
Yes.
You may gain. Like, you may not want the majority of Jake Paul's audience, but not all of those 12-year-olds are the worst little shitty 12-year-olds.
Absolutely.
Some of them are a little bit older, and some of them are like totally cool people, I bet.
Yeah.
So I'd welcome literally anybody from Jake Paul's channel into my channel to give them a shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even if they don't stay around long, they're still boosting me up in that directory. Sure. Come on in, kids.
Yeah.
Like, you're about to see some shocking shit maybe for what your age is, but that's not my problem. You clicked I'm over 18, so I don't care.
Yes, I agree.
It's a little bit doom and gloom out there, I think, is some of what the current existing Twitch community is. But I think the people that are paying attention are looking at the bigger scale. And honestly, that's a lot of the bigger YouTubers. That's why we see Summit playing on stream with Jake Paul the other day.
Yeah.
And he got shit on for it. And I think that was stupid. You can say I'll never work with Jake Paul because he's a bad person. And I totally understand it. Same.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make a video with Jake Paul probably. Unless it was a serious sit down where I could discuss with him the things that he does and says, right?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't play games. But if Summit would, and he's never pretended to be this bastion of you should be paying attention to me for morals, so you should be paying attention to Summit for him being entertaining and playing video games.
Yeah.
If he could do that with Jake Paul,
Whatever.
Don't watch if you don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have
That's
to.
it.
You don't have to click on the video.
Yeah, but saying I'm unsubbing or all this kind of stuff, it's silly and ridiculous. Like if he only plays with Jake Paul and you fucking hate Jake Paul, you want to watch it with Jake Paul, that's a really good reason to unfollow Summit then.
Yeah.
But doing once, like really, like it's just calm down. Like it's good for the platform whether you like it or not. It just might hurt at first.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like what ends up happening is people they don't like change. People get frustrated with change and they're like, this is not okay. But then, the change ends up being a good thing, and they're like, well, shit, I should have did something about it. And then they regret it, People that come into the platforms late, that, like you said, the people that are migrating from YouTube to Twitch, they might not have a great time coming through here. And it's a different ball game altogether. It was probably like 8 or 9 months ago, there was a big influx of people coming into Twitch. And when they signed up, they... they say, "Oh, I like this type of game."
The app follows.
Right, and then the app follows, and people are like, "I don't like that." Well, why not? It's a follow, guys.
Oh my god,
it's a follow. And then guess what?
That shit drove me crazy.
And guess what? What happens is if someone follows you, I had like 10 follows in a day, and I'm like, "What's going on?" I'm like, I didn't know what I thought someone was like botting me, and I'm like, it's a really it's a low number for botting, but whatever. Like, okay,
you paid $3 for this. Like if you're gonna bot, at least put some money in it.
Right. Yeah, right. And but at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, cool. And then those people came by and they're like, hey, what's up? I followed you because of the app. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. I didn't know that. Yeah. I had no idea because no one told me.
Yep.
That was, I wish that Twitch would have said, hey, we have this whole thing where if someone people can follow you through the app. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thanks. Like
I could spend an hour on Twitch communication.
Yeah.
But I won't.
Yes.
I'll spare everybody that really boring inside baseball conversation. But yeah, it seems like that. Like here's the thing, guys. If you're a streamer or you're in the Twitch world and you don't like change, I have a great website for you to go to. It's mixer.com. That's going to be stagnant. It's not going to change very much soon because Mixer is a really good streaming platform. Raw technical side, right? I can't argue that.
Yeah.
But doesn't have a great number of people watching. It doesn't have a great number of people broadcasting on it. There's some good broadcasters on there. Ones that I really like that I wish hadn't moved because I'm not going to Mixer for them.
Yeah.
But if that's what you want, if you want a stagnant, gaming only focused streaming platform, dude, you're going to love Mixer. Twitch is about to be almost unrecognizable in the next 12 months.
Yes.
So those of people that see it ahead of time or hear it ahead of time and start preparing themselves for that are going to be happy and fine. Those that start preparing an XP on it to get ready for it are going to really kill it.
Yeah.
And the people that don't like change are going to quit.
Absolutely. So hopping off of that subject,
yes,
we're gonna hop on to this. I want to talk about your two ventures that you've been working on, Bottle Spark and Sovereignty Stream Team. First, I want to talk about Bottle Spark.
Okay.
So Bottle Spark, you had said, is a way for casters and content creators to communicate and interact with advertisers. Now, did you? I'll just give it to you. What started this whole thing?
So I met a guy by the name of JT, and he found me through a YouTube video I had done. He's a huge Discord fan. He loves Discord. Mm-hmm. So he saw that I had a Discord in my description. He joined, said hi, and then popped into my next live stream like the next day or whatever. I had no idea who this guy was, no idea where he came from until he finally told me that story later. But he told me, he goes, oh yeah, I'm starting to stream a little bit. And I'm a little bit new to it. But I was looking at your thing because I was looking at Twitch bot making and stuff like that. I wanted to make a bot. And my video was when Twitch sued the botting people a while back. So he got my video confused with literally making a bot for Twitch, like a chat bot.
Gotcha.
But he liked the content, so he followed and we talked. And I was like, oh, you want to make a bot? Like, what do you want to do? I'm super simple on my streaming stuff. I like to keep it as simple as possible because I don't want to deal with complicated stuff.
Right.
He goes, oh, I was thinking about making a bot to do some things and also to help me with maybe some advertisement stuff because that's the world I come from. JT has a decade-long background in affiliate marketing, performance marketing online. That was his stuff before he made his current company. He's the CEO of another company that does like software solutions and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we got to talking because like, oh, look, a functioning human adult on Twitch. That's a rarity. I want to talk to that person. So we started talking. And one night we got on a Discord call because he asked me, he's like, hey, can you explain some things about Twitch? What he wanted to know was the people that were making their living on Twitch.
Yeah.
How did that work? What was the Amazon percentage that was getting taken? What were they getting in donations? All this kind of stuff. That call was supposed to be an hour. Started at like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We got off at around 6:30 a.m.
Holy baloney. Yeah, that's crazy.
Because we got talking about these things. And so I knew the Twitch stuff. I knew, and I know what partners go through just from my friends that are partners that are doing it full-time and part-time. Mm-hmm. I know what the growing side, this is before the affiliate program came out.
Absolutely.
And I said what that in between was. There was no stepping stone. I saw, I talked about the existing affiliate marketing, what these people are doing now that kind of sucks and doesn't work and doesn't get them anything.
Yeah.
And that's when we came up for it. And so, a few months go by, we just kind of talking ideas how it would work. And we're like, look, we have a groundwork. We know what we do to execute on. Should we do this? And yes, that's what we all decided.
Yeah.
I went to a conference convention in New York last summer called Affiliate Summit. It's about that side of the world. Okay. About marketing and all that kind of stuff, and learned as much as I could about that business. Okay. And also we started bringing Twitch to the advertising world. They had never heard of it. Yeah. When I explain what it is, how it works, how much people watch it, and how much people are involved in it, jaws literally drop. Yeah. Because all the reasons that we love watching Twitch is like, that's what advertisers look for, is just engagement. Yeah. People that sit and watch and watch and watch and watch. Yeah. For the whole 8-hour stream. Yeah. That's literally never happened before. Yeah. The closest thing ever was when there was no TV, there was no radio, there was none of this stuff. You just had lecture circuits. Yeah. And you would have people do really long lectures, and that was it. There's no parallel here. Or a movie for 2.5 hours. Yeah. Lord of the Rings is considered a long movie at 3 hours. Yeah. We're like, that's nothing. I've had 10-hour streams. Yeah, like that's easy peasy, right? Yeah. So this was like, whoa, this is like a really serious thing. What is it? And they're like, oh, well, it's probably, but how much longevity does it have? Like Amazon bought it for $12 billion or whatever it was. And I feel like that was cheap. I'm just saying. They got a steal. Yeah, it's a steal. Yep. And jaws dropped more. Yeah. As we said in one meeting with some sports guys, we even joked about them with this. We're like, oh, we pretty sure you just heard your boner hit the table. You could only get away with that in a meeting with sports guys. Yes. But yeah, so we basically what we've learned is, from my side of things, like fear of monetizing is huge in broadcasters. Yeah. Because there is so much community and trust and emotion built with the communities. They don't want to do the community wrong. They don't want to be seen as a sellout, and more importantly, they don't want to actually sell out. Right. And they've done affiliate programs with other companies who I'm not going to name, and saw no return on it whatsoever. Mm-hmm. Maybe a couple dollars here and there, but nothing that made a difference. Absolutely. The marketing, advertising, how you make money world has not existed. All these people are 100% dependent on Twitch subs and donations. Yeah. So the thing is, the problem with that is, if Twitch decides tomorrow we're taking 70% of sub dollars, you're screwed. Nobody can stop them. Right. The platform would still exist. Most people say, oh, we could all revolt and leave. No, we wouldn't. Yeah. And if PayPal changes, says no more individual tips like this. Yeah. Most full-time broadcasters are fucked. Yeah. They are looking for a job that day. Yeah. And that sucks. We don't want that to happen. So when we look at sponsorships, we look at these other things, if they're executed on properly, both from the setup side of working with the advertiser, make sure the advertiser understands what they're doing and values them properly. Yeah. That's one of the big things. They want to undercut, right? And we're just like, no, that's too little for my guys, so we're not working with you.
Yeah.
And we also want to make sure that the streamers, we say influencers because it's not just Twitch streamers. We have a bunch of stuff in different places, but we want to make sure that people that are new to what all this is understand FTC guidelines so they don't get legal problems.
Absolutely.
That's not even in our job description. Like, we don't technically have to do that, but we do because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
We make sure we understand, give them best practices on how to execute on this kind of deal.
Yeah.
We are that middleman if they need it to work with that company for them, because a lot of them are, one, super busy, and two, have no idea how to have a business negotiation. It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
So we do that for them. Right now, it's very hands-on with us because our tech is being built. It's coming soon to where people will be able to sign up for an actual beta, to have a login and kind of self-serve on a lot of the stuff. Which will be amazing. I won't have to live in spreadsheets nearly as much, which I hate. But right now it's very much like, literally, when we get somebody new come in, and you have an existing community, jump on a Discord call. I'll give you an hour of my time happily. I want to talk about everything that you've been doing. I want to talk about your community. I want to talk about the structure. I want to talk about what you have coming up. And then I want to see, okay, who do I have that makes sense? If you are only streaming Call of Duty, it doesn't make any sense for me to set you up with Snake River Farms that provides high quality beef and pork.
Yeah.
So why would I do that? I'm going to say no. I'm not even going to talk to you about that because it doesn't make any sense for you.
Right.
It does make sense to set you up with game sellers. So let's set you up with that, because that's something that actually gets a movement on. The community's interested in it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of really careful, close attention paid to that kind of stuff, because we want to help bring in money from advertisers who are spending it elsewhere to Twitch.
Yeah.
But we're also very careful. We don't want to ruin Twitch.
Right.
And it's a hard balance to find. And I think we found it.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is like, hey, like, there's that question of like, does this make sense for what you're doing and what you want to do?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, when they sign up for these affiliate programs that you can just sign up for with random energy drink or energy gum company, don't think about that.
Yeah.
And that's also why I see no return.
They're turning into like the Ricky Bobbies of the world, selling their windshield to Fig Newton so that, they could survive, but damn it, they can't see the road,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's just that simple. And I like the fact that you guys are cutting the shit with these companies that, in all due respect, they could easily screw people over just because they're bigger companies and they have all the chips. But you guys are like, no, listen, we're gonna control the stuff so that you guys don't have to think about it, and then we're gonna show you how we control it so that you guys don't have to worry that we're like screwing you as well. I like that you guys, like, I was kind of looking through the site a little bit. I like the fact that it's organized. It's not like, because for me, I'm that person that would need that kind of thing where I would be like, okay, I need someone to sit down with me and go, okay, this is a good person to talk to. This is not a good person to talk to. Like, I kind of like, in my own head, I know who to talk to and who not to talk to. I want to talk to people that I enjoy using. Like, I'm not gonna go to a company and be like, yeah, you sell beef and pork. I like beef and pork, but I don't feel like that's a streamer kind of thing, but okay, I guess I'll do it. Like, no, I don't. I feel like if I don't, some people will take affiliate programs even if they don't believe in the product, which I think is ridiculous. If you take a product
that's selling out,
is so ridiculous. I watch people, they're like, yeah, I support this coffee. I don't even drink coffee. Like, are you stupid? What's wrong with you? Like, yeah.
And yes, by the way, they are stupid because they don't drink coffee.
Yes. I drink coffee. Coffee is if I could get Dunkin'
I hope my
Donuts,
girlfriend didn't hear that because she hates coffee. But
if I could get Dunkin' Donuts to support me financially, I would. I drink so much Dunkin' Donuts. I'm pretty sure I support like half of their company's wages. Like, if it wasn't for me, their company might have to shut down or do
that
layoffs.
used to be me. But the double D can go straight to hell. That's a whole. I'm not gonna go into that. I don't want to say too much about it because I end up working with them at some point. But but yeah, I mean that's something that's very important to us. And when we were first starting things up, I was concerned because here's this marketing guy that I don't really know. Maybe that's what he's going to do. And it was very clear right away. Like I'm gonna be honest, there is that evil dark side of performance marketing on the internet that is awful. Yeah. And I've met those people and I can identify them right away because they're exactly what you think they are. Yeah. It was very clear that not only was I working with somebody who was on the right side of things, but they only work with people that is also on that side. And when I was at this conference meeting these people, both people from advertisers, people from the people that connect, like similar to what we do, but in like the blogger world or whatever, and even bloggers. Because weirdly enough, by the way, I was blown away because I live in Twitch and YouTube and podcast world. Yeah. Bloggers are still killing it. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't understand. But that's a whole other conversation. But like I was meeting these people that were like, oh no, these guys do this thing and it's shady and I hate it. We only do this. I'm like, great. That's the kind of people that I want helping Twitch become that right side. So we don't have some of the disclosure problems that you see on YouTube. Yeah. Never mind. I can't shout out by name anymore. Some of the scumbags, but they exist. CSGO, Lotto, Google it. But
all right then. I know who you're talking about. Cool.
Yeah, a couple people. Still waiting on those apologies. So yeah, like that's very much was something that's very important to, and anybody that we bring in, we want it. That's an ethos that is very near and dear to us because we want to help, but we don't want to cause harm in that same process. Yeah. It's not about greed. It's about being able to allow this platform to grow by allowing more people to just quit their jobs so they can do it. Yeah,
I like it. Okay, so the Sovereignty stream team. Were you the originator or
no?
No. Okay.
Nope.
Let me hear the story of the Sovereignty then.
So the Sovereignty started. I'm gonna just buckle up. We got some nerd shit ahead of you. So my buddy DJ Trusayer on Twitch and Twitter and everything, found me through memes. Okay. And we got to chatting, and again, it was kind of starting Bottle Spark stuff. And just friendly chatting, right? Yeah. About Twitch, what we saw and things like that. And he told me about his player group that he had in Elite Dangerous. It started off about Elite Dangerous, the game. Okay. If you're not familiar with Dangerous, it's a spaceship flight game. Real nerdy. Like just all next level nerdy stuff. Okay. And he created this group called the Sovereignty. Just to play with his friends and organize and do things. They're actually involved in the in-game lore now, all that kind of stuff. And it kind of blew up. The story of this obviously keeps repeating that of, oh, let's just do something for this small little thing. And then it blows up and becomes really big. It became one of the, I think it's the second largest maybe. It might be the largest now. Player group in the Elite Dangerous community. The Discord has a couple thousand people in it. Wow. I'm kind of double checking right now. Let's see. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 1,500 something.
That's crazy.
In it. We've since expanded into other games. So like I said, we're in Warframe. Starting to build up that, and then some other games too. Final Fantasy 14. The Neverwinter game that just came out actually looks pretty interesting. I might need to check it out. Starting to we have a clan in that. And so what the ethos of that is going to sound familiar. It's very much about helping. It's about doing good overall. Okay. So the Sovereignty group was known for very much being knowledgeable about this game and about the lore behind it and all that kind of stuff. And so when new players came in, like, they would stop whatever they're doing to answer any question anyone has. Okay. And if the streamer doesn't know the answer, the chat probably does. Because like I said, bunch of nerds. I say this to their face constantly because I love them. Yeah. And I mean, I'm talking, they have created Google spreadsheets doing math to figure out influence in this one system to figure out how many missions they need to do to get things back in the favor. It's insane. That's awesome. I play Elite Dangerous to fly around and look at pretty things. I'm a simple man. But So then DJ was like, well, we have a lot of people that are streamers in this group, and we like chatting on our TeamSpeak. Discord's better. I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah,
it's a constant argument I deal with. Let's have a stream team, just because then we can keep track of all the streamers that are members of Sovereignty that also stream. So very simple.
Yeah.
And then it became a little bit more important thing. So he decided to take it a little more seriously as we were talking, and put me in charge of the business side of certain things.
Okay.
And recreating it. What we wanted to do, so in the Twitch world that I've done, I'm in it 3+ years now. I've seen all kinds of stream teams. I've seen the ones that are huge and accept basically everybody.
Yeah.
And largely they operate to help out the top people, like a pyramid scheme.
Yep, I know what you're talking
about. There's certain teams that are like that. Then there's your there's your just like social ones, right? So it's like speedrunners have their own larger stream teams, just like whatever. Like it's kind of you're part of that friend, and you guys all do the same thing, so it makes sense, right? No big deal. Those are fine. And then you have like your smaller ones, right? These are usually bigger streamers, partner streamers, and it's a business thing. Like it's a team, and like let's group up to see how we can help each other grow, how we can group sponsorships, this kind of stuff, which is great. I've had problems with all of how these things are run.
Yeah.
And for a long time, me and our community manager that we just hired now, my good friend Allie, had been talking for a long time. I was like, can we just find a partner? Because if you want to create a team, you have to be a partner.
Yeah.
You can create a community as nothing, but you have to be a partner. So we're like, can we just find a partner that wants a stream team but doesn't want to run it so that we can just be in charge? And then I found DJ, and we were very much along the same lines of like how we think a team should exist and what we think it could do.
Yeah.
And so we decided to just do it and focus on it. And that's where we are now. We have a stream team of about 70 something streamers.
Okay.
Everywhere from affiliates to partners that are doing it full time. This is their living.
Okay.
We are not in it to guarantee exposure like certain other stream teams are, because that shit on a large scale just doesn't work. Nobody cares. It's very much, it's a group of people that, our look at it is, people ask, what are your requirements? And the main thing is I can set my auto host to go to the team and know that no matter who it lands on, my community is going to watch a good streamer. Yeah. That's what we care about.
Yeah.
We see every single member of this team, if they wanted to push for it, becoming a partner and maybe even taking it full time to do it as a profession. A bunch of people on the team don't want to, and that's fine.
Yeah.
They're great members of the team. They're great members of our communities.
Yeah.
As we expand into other games, we want to bring in that same ethos of helping new people to games. So as games grow, as Twitch grows, we want to help make that better. So Warframe is one we're focusing on. It's really growing. Mm-hmm. It's becoming a major force in the gaming community. But it's kind of intimidating when you first start. It's a bit complex.
Yeah, absolutely.
It does a much better job than Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous has a learning cliff, they call it. It just throws you into it. Good luck. Warframe is much better about that, but it's still intimidating, and it still helps to group up with people and have people do things with you. Warframe is already a really good community about it, but we want to foster that aspect of it more.
Yeah.
And so we're getting streamers that are playing Warframe, taking some of our streamers and getting them into Warframe as well, and growing that. So that way, when you see at the beginning of the stream title, we encourage everyone on our stream team to have SOV in brackets at the beginning of their title. We want it known that no matter where you are on Twitch, if you see those 3 letters, you are going to have somebody that probably knows what they're talking about the game they're playing.
Yeah.
Or if they're like me, like I stream Elite because it's fun and I like it, but I don't know shit. I don't know anything about the lore because I just don't have time to look into it. Mechanics, I understand at a basic enough level to fly around and look at pretty things and sometimes shoot people. But my chat, when I'm streaming Elite, they make up for that knowledge gap.
They know everything.
And the chat, like the community as a whole, the Sovereignty umbrella is full of just stupid, helpful people that will drop whatever they're doing to help anyone.
I like it.
And that's something, like I said, should sound very familiar. That's why I was so attracted to this team. I wasn't even playing Elite Dangerous when I kind of started joining and talking with these people. Yeah. They sucked me into it. But it's something that very much is our goal. So we want to be that thing that doesn't exist yet. We want to be a model for how a stream team should look, which is, yes, we are business focused. We absolutely want to help our full-time content creators make more money so that they are secure in doing this full-time for everybody, right? We want to help grow those people that want to focus on it, want to make this their living maybe, or maybe a side income.
Yeah.
Or just grow their community in a very serious way to have an excellent community. We're going to help with that. We want to bring in new people, just show them how to do this right once we've seen that they're already kind of on the right track and guide them through that journey. We want to be both the big team that helps work with each other, and no matter what you are or where you are in your Twitch journey, we're there for you. But we also want to be this very serious, business-focused at times things. That's what I do, is help focus on the business side of things, help decide who's going to be in and out of the team, as needed, and just hope with overall general direction of what we do. And since these guys, again, like DJ is a full-time streamer, so that's his focus. Yeah. He is really good about looking kind of a little bit macro, but not. I have Twitter in front of me all day long. Yeah. I have Discord in front of me all day long. I have articles and stuff like that. I'm paying attention from that higher view scale because my stream, like, I just do it for fun. I'm never going to be a partnered full-time broadcaster. I don't really want to be.
Yeah.
So I can look at that higher level and give that perspective. He can look at that higher level, and all the different community members help with that as well. It's a great team to be on. If you're interested, hit me up. I'd happily step you through how to get applied.
Yeah.
Even if you're not going to be dangerous or a Warframe streamer, we've got rooms for everything. I play Overwatch with Sovereignty people on occasion. We're kind of all over the place. A lot of the team loves PUBG. Not so much Fortnite. I need to get some people on the Fortnite train a little bit. But it's a fantastic group of people. But I can't say much, but there are going to be things happening this year that I will no longer have to explain anything I just did.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Okay, so I'm gonna have two quick questions for you, and then I have one more thing for you to do, and then I'll get you out of here so you can get onto your brackets for the night.
My stream knows I'm late always. Don't worry about it.
I like it. All right. So number one, who do you play on Overwatch?
So I'm a Winston main at heart always.
Okay.
I am the monkey. I have a shirt that says it and everything. Beyond that, I've been really enjoying Zenyatta lately.
Okay.
I play him maybe a little bit too offensively because he's strong. And underratedly so. I've been enjoying McCree, weirdly, on my DPS side. I like to flex. I like to do everything.
Yeah.
But my best is by far Winston.
I am a Reinhardt main, Mercy main. I swap those mains on a consistent basis. I play Mercy as a Reinhardt. So I'll be on the point as a Mercy, screaming at people, getting on the fucking point. I will defend points as Mercy. And when they had the Valkyrie, I was like, oh, good. This is going to be a way
Battle
for me.
Mercy time.
Yeah, I'm like, time for me to actually kill everyone. Sweet. I've chased Reinhardts across fields and killed them because fuck Reinhardts on other teams. You're not that great.
Yeah. No, I do. When I see another Winston, I'm not focusing on Widowmaker anymore. I'm killing that monkey and screaming, I am the monkey, not you. You have to assert your dominance.
I like it. And DP, I mean, I really do flex a lot, but I would say any damage, I've actually gotten decently good at Hanzo. And I'm
dirty boy.
I know. I was like, I didn't think I was gonna like him. And then I started playing it as him, and I'm like, ooh, I could shoot this guy. Oh, like I was getting ridiculously good kills and getting kill cams. Oh, and Torbjorn. Torbjorn's the other one.
You like pressing Q to win?
Yes, I love it. No, Torbjorn. I'm the what is it? The Japanese map. I'm trying to think of the name of it right now.
Hanamura?
Yes. That map, if I'm not Torbjorn in that map, I'm angry because it's almost a guaranteed play of the game. It's almost
bastard. He said to say, like, he's going to edit it afterwards so I can take out anything I didn't like. The whole thing. I'm done. I'm not dealing with a torn Hanzo main. I can't do it.
You know what? I can accept that. No, I mean, I really do. Mercy is my number one. She's my absolute world. I love it. And Reinhardt, I charge more off the cliffs than anyone else. I'm really good at charging off cliffs.
Yeah. He used to be my second main tank, but I think Orissa's been replacing him. I've been wrecking with Orissa lately.
She's pretty good. She's pretty good. Okay, so the last thing I want to ask you to do before I have you shout out everything for yourself is you're very famous for your Twitter rants. You've been pretty good with your ranting tonight, and I enjoyed it very much. So, but I want you to give me a quick Twitter rant on your number one ideal thing that people should know for being on Twitch if you're starting out.
Ooh, okay. So like what they should know if they wanted to grow or.
Yep. Yeah. If you're starting off, what's the couple? Give me 3 things that they should know, and give me that Twitter rant.
Okay. So I think one of my biggest things, this is something I've railed upon. I will always rail upon. If you are thinking you are owed anything by anyone, get the fuck out of my platform. Twitch doesn't owe you shit. I see so many times people's like, oh, we're the ones making the money. Motherfucker, no, you're not. Summit, Ninja, those guys are making them the money. You are there because you're nice. And you haven't broken their terms of service yet. They don't owe you an explanation. They don't owe you anything. So drop it. Your community, they don't owe you shit. You owe them everything. Anybody that takes 5 seconds out of their day to come into your stream and say, hi, what's up, is a blessing. You should be so endlessly thankful. Anyone ever come back a second time? So when I see people like, oh, I wish, my community, blah, blah, blah. Or if you're watching a stream, you should be doing, no. You should be shutting the fuck up and focusing on yourself. All right. Let people support the streamers how they want to. All right. It's not your place. You had to be, you're out of touch. Stop it. And the biggest thing, that drives me crazy is there's so many things that are passed around as like the common sagely advice that you should just follow. One of the big ones that drives me crazy is I see so many people constantly say, hide your viewer count. I never do that. I've tried hiding my viewer count. It drove me fucking crazy, and I did a terrible stream because of it. I need to know how I'm doing. And there is no better metric of how entertaining you are as a streamer as how many people leave. Like, you think a stand-up comedian should never pay attention to the number of people in the room? No, that's how they know they're doing well. And they see those people laughing and having a good time, they know they're doing well. If those people are not laughing or they're getting up and walking out, they need to fix something. The problem isn't on the guy, the viewers, the audience. It's on them. It's up to you to keep them. So if they're leaving, you're doing something wrong. Look back at that moment in your VOD and figure out what you were doing wrong. Chances are you didn't speak for a few minutes. So fix that shit. And then the other thing is, if you want to come in here and make content and make a stream because you want it to be your job, you're going to be told a lot. Don't do it for the money. You're doing it for the wrong reason. Fuck those people. If that is your goal, go all in on it. If you're being honest about where the money is going to, that it's going to my rent goal or whatever it is, then no one's going to fault you because you told them that before they donated money. If you want to do it full time, so you're focusing on doing all the right behaviors and all the right things and making the right content to get towards that goal, that's amazing. Go do that. Yes, the reason you probably want to do that job, is because of all the things that you're told that you should be doing it for. To have fun, to play games you like, to build a loving community. That's all great perks. They're amazing things. But if your goal is to do it as a job and do it as a living and pay some bills with it, or even as a side gig, you have a day job that you really like, you want to go to TwitchCon, but it's a bit expensive. You don't necessarily know if you could afford it or if it's worth scrimping by for a year just for 4 days of entertainment, Twitch can help you pay for it. There is no shame in that. And stop feeling shame. Stop feeling shame in accepting sponsorship opportunities. Stop feeling shame in doing things to reward people to sub if that's what you want to do. It may not work. Some people are going to be off-put by it. You're never going to please anyone, so who gives a shit? Stop trying to please everyone. Not everyone's good. Most people suck. So don't worry about trying to please them. Please the people that you know you can please with the content you're going to do and the way that you want to do it. And you will go so much farther than people that go onto reddit.com/r/Twitch, have been streaming for 3 months and have a total of 4 viewers maximum ever telling you you're not streaming for the right reason. Fuck that guy. He can continue to be in his basement, sad that the world is passing him by.
I like it.
How'd it go? Was that good?
That was really good. That was really good. Okay. Really quick before I also have you shout out your stuff. Are you going to TwitchCon?
Yes, I definitely will be. I wanted to go to PAX very desperately. Life things happen that were great. They were good, but it couldn't happen. But TwitchCon is very much. I went last year. It was amazing. It was one hell of an experience.
Absolutely. I was there last year.
It was going to be very different for me this year, but I will absolutely be there.
Cool. Then I will see you there. Have you booked everything or nah?
No. Airbnb is picked out and potentially booked. I think that I'm not in charge of flights. I saw this. Oh my God. I saw someone say, book your flight as far ahead of time as you can. No, that's dumb. The cheapest way to book a flight, 6 weeks ahead of your departure date.
Yeah.
Buy it on a Tuesday. Use an incognito tab.
I like it.
Cheapest way to buy a flight.
I like it. I personally bought my flight already, and I bought my Airbnb. I did all my stuff, and that's because I have the money to do it. And just.
And if you don't care, totally fine, right?
Yeah.
And if you value the peace of mind of not having to do that, totally fine.
That's me.
To me, finding cheap flights is a bit of a hunt.
Yeah.
I enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'll take the risk. I'll take a little bit of a risky business. And I might have to pay a little bit more than if I did now, but I also might pay way less and have more fun at bars.
Yeah. Well, and here's my thing is, if I get rid of the money now, like because I got rid of the money.
You can't spend it.
I can't spend it. It's gone. It's gone.
And I completely understand that. Yeah. I've been like that on many things before.
It was my biggest thing. My Airbnb paid for, my flight paid for, the tickets for the event are the only thing I have to worry about. And those tickets won't go on sale till like a month before. Yeah. So it should actually be not too far away, I think, before those start to go on sale. Yeah. So, but other than that, good shit. I'm excited for it. And I want you to shout out all your stuff. Anything that you want people to see, let them know.
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitch. Again, it's at Daebol, Daebol, for random shenanigans at any given time. Again, Twitter, it's Daebol most everywhere. The one that's really different that I've been focusing on more, and this is another little side thing, if you're a streamer or a content creator at all, you need to be focusing hard on Instagram. Yep. Instagram is neglected in our side of the internet world, and it has the most engaged users anywhere. I love Instagram. It's huge. It's a great platform. It's not perfect, but it's pretty great. I'm Daebol TV there. I'm using stories a little bit. I'm using posts a little bit. Again, I try to keep it goofy or silly because I try to do it everything. If you are a streamer, podcaster, YouTuber, Instagram person, anything like that, and you've started already creating a community, you have a community of some kind, bottlespark.com has all the stuff that you need. If you're just starting, don't contact me. It's not because I don't care about you from a Bottlespark point of view. Yeah. I don't want you to monetize too soon. I have that conversation plenty. It's not that I don't think you're good. It's not that I don't think that you can monetize. But if you go in on it too early, you'll kill your growth.
Yep.
So grow a little bit first. Learn the platform more. Do some homework and take your L's a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we can help you out. But if you have a community, even a small one, definitely hit me up. We'll see how we can help you out, what we can do for you. And if you're a streamer looking to join a team and actually be a part of a team, not just join because we're going to grow you. I'm never going to make you that promise.
Yeah.
But to be a part of a team and an excellent group of people, can't suggest the sovereignty enough. And for that, if you want to join our Discord, it's discord.gg, right?
Yeah.
Discord.gg/the sovereignty. Or just DM me on Twitter. I'll send you links.
Gotcha.
My DMs are open always, so please bother me. I have them open in front of me all the time.
I'm like at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. responding. Like I went to the bathroom and I woke up and I'm like, oh, my phone, crap. And then I'm on my phone for 3 more hours and I'm like, what time is it? Oh, it's 5 a.m. My alarm's going off. Awesome. But it's worth it because I get my work done. So
Yep. So yeah, DMs open. If you want to be a content creator, just DMs open. You're gonna get idiots. It's fine. Ignore them. DMs open.
Gotcha. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. I will.
Thank you for having me, man. I'll talk about myself for an hour all day.
I like it. And I'm going to be possibly doing another podcast on when we're in Cali. If I do that, I'm going to have to bring a bunch of stuff for it. But if I do that, I'm going to try to get a couple people that I'm like, I really want to chat with. And we're going to just do like a round robin, just have the camera on and just talk for like an hour, hour and a half.
Yes, please. I whatever I need to do to be a part of that, I'm in.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I'm thinking hour and a half, maybe order pizza and just hang out like at midnight or something.
Maybe by then I could eat pizza, but
we'll figure something out for you to eat. I'll bring you some Slim Jims.
You're too kind.
So, all right, man. Thank you so much again, and we'll see you in Cali. All right.
See you there.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a great night.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for watching that amazing podcast with Daebol. If you guys really enjoyed it, hit up his links down below. Check him out. He's a great dude, and I can't wait to hang out with him again, hopefully in California. It's gonna be a fun time, I tell you that much so. But like I said, guys, thank you. If you like this podcast, hit that like button, hit the thumbs up, share it with people, share it with the world, share it with your mom, share it with your grandma. I don't care. Share it with, that guy that you met one time and you thought he was kind of weird, but you thought he might enjoy this podcast. Share it with him. If you really enjoyed it, also don't forget to comment down below. Tell me what you thought. What did you guys think about the bracket, about the Disney bracket? Who would you prefer first? And also, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button for sure. And hit the bell notification because YouTube is weird. If you're watching this on Twitch, make sure to follow me on Twitch. I really do appreciate that. And I think that's about it, guys. I think that's about it. All right. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to leave at the end card, I'm going to leave it so that you guys can also check out my other podcasts. That'd be greatly appreciated if you really want to watch some more. Some good content, some great creators. And that's about it, guys. All right. I know. I haven't done this in forever. So signing off. Blades up. Peace out. And I'll see you guys on the next podcast. All right. Bye.